What is going on, party people? Greg Jenkins here from House Monkeypod inside House Monkeypod, and I wanted to share with you a quick video I did this morning for one of my OG members. Shout out to Tara. Tara was looking to automate an email when they get a referral from someone. So when somebody sends a new contact or a new lead their way, they want to automate a thank you message to the person who sent them. So we've got the referral, who is the new lead, and then we have the referrer. And Keap is great at triggering automation on someone when that person does something. But it's not so great at triggering automation on someone else when the first person does something, or vice versa. So I ran through a couple of scenarios for Tara for how she might handle this for her business or for the client I think she was working with in this particular instance. But I wanted to share them with you in case you have a use case like this as well. So let's jump into the software and I'll show you how this can work. I'm going to show you two options here. So you've got the referrer, the person who's making the referral, and then you have the referral, the person being referred. And so you can either fill out a form for the referrer, adding the referral's information, or you can fill out a form adding the referral and then also add the referrer's information on there. But either way, it's going to start with an internal form, assuming that you are or your team is inputting the data. If you want the client to be able to fill this out themselves, then you would probably use a web form or a landing page instead, but that's a broader conversation. So let's do capture referral details, okay? And like I said, I will use an internal form. So this will be new referral collected. And let's do the option where we are adding the referral first. So referral first name. Let's add potentially referral last name. I added this separately because I'm going to make that one not required. This will just say referral email address, and you could add whatever other fields you wanted there. I will just add some like structural stuff here. So this is going to say referral details. And then down here, we will say referrers details. And this is the person who sent us their info. So we could use a custom field. So like you could set up a custom field for referrer's name, and you could also set up a custom field for referrer's email, or you could use like the second or third email address on the contact record if you're not actively, and it's tough to put those fields at the bottom, if you're not actively using those. So you could just repurpose one of the existing email fields, or you could create a custom email field there as well. Referrer's email address. Okay, so we got the referral first name, referral last name, referral email, referrer's name, referrer's email address. Bingo, bango. So we set this as ready. And then in the subsequent sequence, we would have welcome and thank you. Okay, and in here, we would basically just send two emails. So thank you to referrer, and we would just set this up to go to the referrer. So thanks, and then we would merge in the referrer's name. Thanks, so-and-so. You just referred And then the contact's name could go here. You just, we'll reach out to them and make sure they get, white glove service or whatever. Love, Greg. Thanks for this. You did something nice. Okay. And the key is you want it to go to email 3 or the custom field, depending on how you're capturing the referrer's email address. So that is the most important part for this email, because the referral is who will be going through this sequence. So we want this email to not go to the referral. We want it to go to the referrer. And then I'll just duplicate this. And then this would be reach out to referral. And you could do an email, but you would probably do a task for someone to contact them rather than automate that. You would probably reach out manually, but it would just basically you would want to say to email 1. So you could actually merge in the contact's name, or the referral's name. So we'll say, hi, so-and-so told us you might be interested in XYZ. Wanna chat about it, right? Something like that. So referencing the person who referred them. And then up here, you could say, so-and-so sent me or whatever, right? In case we can help. So I don't know what that looks like. You might choose to send an email, or like I said, more likely you would create a task. But basically, this would give you what you're after. So the form is created. The welcome then sequence is triggered for the referral as well as the referrer. We have steps for both of them in there because both of their details are stored against the same contact record. So let me just show you where you would use this form. Because this person is not yet in our database, you would want to add this to your quick add up here so that you can new referral collected. I think it's that one. So that we can say new referral collected, referral details. So then you would say, okay, I'm referring, Jennings, Gren at Jennings.com. And it's referred by Greg Jenkins, Greg at Monkeypodmarketing.com. Great. So then when I add this, it's going to fire off a thank you email to this guy. And then I'm not actually going to add this because this is not an email address I want to send any contact details to, but that's the way that this would work. So that is option number 1. I don't know how long this has been. Long, 7.5 minutes. Good for me. So option number 2 would basically be the reverse of that, where we collect the referrer's information up here and the referral's details there. And then we would need a mechanism to create a second contact, right? Because this would be logged against the initial contact record. So each time they make a referral, we would submit the form against the person who is doing the referring, but we would want the referral's details to be branched out separately. And so to do that, there is a PlusThis tool that I am thinking of. So we could do it with a couple different ways. Zapier could probably do it, or I forget the name of the PlusThis tool. Contact Creator. There it is. create a new contact based on information from an original contact record. So add guests or third parties, contacts without requiring them to fill out a form or opt in. So create multiple contacts with one form. So that's this one. So basically you would, after the web form or internal form is submitted, we would trigger the PlusThis feature, trigger PlusThis, and that would create two different contacts, and then we could, treat them separately. So say thank you to the person who submitted it, and then also trigger automation for the referral that they sent us. So I'm not sure which option makes the most sense. Like I said, the PlusThis feature would do it, but you could also do that with Zapier. I know Mark Penny has some code he has used for custom or individual workarounds. I hired him to help me build that for one of my products a couple years ago when people were buying the course and giving it to someone else. So this is not, you're not the first person to have this need, but you got a handful of options for how to solve it. Or you can, use this route, which is totally native. The drawback is you wouldn't be able to look at the referrer and see who they've referred, because the referrer's details are stored on the referral's record rather than all aggregated on the referrer's contact. Okay, so there are a few options for sending the referrer a thank you message. And obviously this example was pretty specific, but you could expand or zoom out on this, and there are plenty of other business use cases where functionality like this might be really valuable. Now, in the second option I outlined for Tara, I also called out a PlusThis feature that allows you to create a contact using information that was captured into custom fields on the first contact record. So if that is something that you need for this situation, or for gifting course access, or assigning out tickets for an event, etc., if there's some scenario that you're trying to solve and that feature specifically would help you, then you can sign up for PlusThis or start a free trial at monkeypodmarketing.com/try PlusThis. They have a whole bunch of different options for pricing and tiers, so you can pick the one that best suits your needs. But I think it's a hyper valuable feature, and if it solves a business problem that you have been up against, then it might just be worth a look. So thanks for watching. Take care.